So we have the rapper. Nardo Wick is his name. He's kind of in the background here on the left. Excuse me. Talking with a couple of friends. We have a white guy in the foreground who's not really involved in anything. And then we'll see kind of further out the victim, George Obregon Jr., 20 years old, approach the men on the left, purportedly to ask if he could take, he's a fan of the rapper. Apparently, he was at the show. He's asking if he can take a photograph with the rapper. And he immediately takes a pretty vicious hit to the head. Looks like his head also bangs off the wall there on the left. And he goes into brain freeze. I mean, his brain locks up. That's why it looks to me like there's a traumatic brain injury right there. And while he's kind of frozen, he's subjected to further attack. So the first punch, I'll characterize that guy because I don't know his identity. It wasn't released yet when I prepared the show for today. The first punch was thrown by Big Guy. Results in brain lockup of George Obregon, the victim. And then Little Guy steps in and throws a few more punches Obregon to the ground, where when he falls, his head, again, bounces off the cement there. He's completely out. He makes no effort to break his fall, whatever. So we have Big Guy throws the first punch, Little Guy punches the victim to the ground, and then we have the rapper, who's doesn't throw any punches, but he's physically present. So with that said, let's watch the video straight through, and then we'll take a look at a couple of news reports that have facts or claimed facts that are relevant to understanding the criminal and civil liabilities that may or may not exist here. So here we go.
Where do you go?
All right, pretty quick. I'll play it again. There's the victim right there at the front bumper of the car. He's going to step up and he's going to pretty quickly take a hit from that big guy right there. Hits him in the side of the head. Looks like his head bounces off the wall and he goes into brain lock.
Where do you go?
So there's the brain lock. Then we see the shorter dude step in, throw a few punches, and punch the victim to the ground. And the rapper, I think it's the rapper saying chill after the first punch. Play it again so we can hear for that. So listen after the first punch and the brain lock, listen for someone saying chill.
Where do you go?
All right, so that's what we have on video. Let's take a look at a couple of news reports. Both of these, by the way, are from the Daily Mail. I generally find that the UK news media does much better reporting on these kinds of events than the American news media. Rapper Nardo Wick blasts his crew after two of them viciously beat fan 20 unconscious when he asked for a photo with his favorite artist as Tampa cops hunt for two suspects. George Obregon Jr., 20, was left hospitalized with a severe concussion. He was sucker punched by two members of the rapper's entourage on Monday. Wick claims he was upset at his crew's actions. Wick, being the rapper, was upset at his crew's actions and tried to stop them. Rapper Nardo Wick has denied any involvement after two members of his crew viciously beat a fan after he asked for a photo. As Tampa police search for the suspects, George Obregon Jr., 20, the victim, was left hospitalized in critical condition with a severe concussion and brain bleeding. Is that life-threatening, folks? It sure is. And of course, it obviously qualifies as a use of deadly force, an infliction of deadly force, which includes both death and serious bodily injury. A brain bleed and the damage that results is obviously going to qualify as serious bodily injury. After the victim was brutally assaulted by the 21-year-old rapper's companions. So already we see various references to the two men who threw the punches, right? They're characterized in the headline as members of the rapper's crew, whatever that means. as the rapper, two members of the rapper's entourage. They're referred to as the rapper's companions. And we also see common reference to this event in Twitter as these two men being bodyguards of the rapper. Well, the nature of that relationship is going to determine the rapper's legal liability here, for reasons we'll get into in a moment. But the rapper's legal liability is substantial if these are his employed bodyguards, employed for that purpose. And it's almost certainly non-existent if they're just companions. The nature of that relationship, whether it's an employment relationship or not, largely determines whether the rapper has any liability here at all. He almost certainly has no criminal liability. The rapper, he didn't throw any punches. He didn't order, by all appearances, any punches be thrown. So the question really is he going to have civil liability? And I see a lot of people assuming that this victim, 20-year-old George Obregon Jr., has suddenly won the lottery, that he's going to be entitled to millions of dollars in damages from this rapper. And it's not at all clear to me that that's the case. Maybe it is, but whether he stands to collect anything from the rapper determines the relationship between the rapper and the men who actually threw the punches. Wick took to the rapper. Let's see. I skipped a paragraph here. Police said the fan approached Wick, real name Horace Bernard Walls III. Well, how about that? Around 1:15 a.m. after his show on Monday at a club in Tampa, Wick took to Instagram stories to respond to the allegations, claiming he had nothing to do with the assault of the fan and that he's offered help to his family. Quoting, "I don't stand with the situation that happened. I was fully unaware of the situation that was about to take place. As soon as it happened, I tried to de-escalate the situation. And after the situation, I got in contact with his mama. I told her I didn't do anything to make it. I told her I'd do anything to make it up to him as a fan," Wick said. The rapper claimed he's not trying to stop the family from suing, but genuinely concerned about him and his family. Quoting again, the rapper, "I ain't condone that. That wasn't gangster. That wasn't cool. I love all my fans. I welcome them with open arms. After the situation happened, I was mad as hell. I contacted his family before anything was posted. I reached out to his mom to make it up to him as a fan. Nothing like that is ever going to happen again. I'll make sure of that." Wick also previously wrote, "I don't condone what happened to my fan George after my show in any type of way. I expressed to him and his mama how sorry and concerned I was that it happened to him multiple times before anything was even posted or on the internet. I can't control another grown man's actions. I ain't know that was going to happen, and I was mad when it happened. I tried to stop it, as you can see in the video." Presumably he was the fellow saying chill, chill after the first punch. And as somebody got the longer video, you can see how mad I was. "I love and appreciate all my fans. I don't condone in what happened at all. That S ain't gangster or cool in no type of way." Footage of the attack shows Obregon walked toward the rapper and his crew before he sucker punched by the big guy, causing him to hit a brick wall with his head. As Obregon appears too shocked or hurt to move, another member of Wick's entourage punches him again several times. As Wick tells the rapper tells that man to chill. Obregon then falls to the ground and hits his head on the pavement as Wick is seen pulling the attacker off of him. A representative for Wick told the Daily Mail on Tuesday the narrative about bodyguard or security is totally untrue. Wick's managers added they're not directly affiliated with the rapper. Tampa police have released images of the two suspects as they asked the public for help. And then some commentary on how the rapper's fans are unhappy with him for various spurious reasons. Obviously, the victim's family is very upset. Let's see. I think that's all the relevant stuff from that